Israel is starting on what could be the largest cross-border assault since 7 October 2023. Reports claim 3 lakh Houthi fighters are training to strike missiles, drones, underground tunnels, and the Israeli military is scrambling to plug gaps along the Jordanian and Syrian borders. Tonight we're breaking down what's real, what's propaganda, and why the Middle East is about to change again. Here's the headline. Israeli sources tell local media that up to 300,000 Houthi fighters are preparing a coordinated strike. Think about that number. That's 3 times the size of Israel's standing army. It sounds like a Marvel movie plot, but this is coming from intelligence leaks, not comic books. According to these reports, fighters are being trained in Yemen, building advanced drones and long-range missiles inside vast tunnel networks. The same strategy Hamas used in Gaza, multiplied by desert geography. Let's rewind. In recent weeks, Houthi forces have launched multiple drone strikes on Beersheba, on other southern Israeli targets. Israeli air defenses, the famous Iron Dome, were caught off guard. 20 people reportedly burned in those attacks. This isn't just harassment. This is a stress test of Israel's air defense systems, and it's working. And Israel's response? Mobilization. The IDF has created a special 96th battalion with 12,000 reservists. They're building new outposts and barriers along Jordan and Syria. Why? Because those borders are soft. It's a nightmare scenario. Fighters crossing under cover of rockets and drones. Think of it like playing whack-a-mole but with live moles carrying long-range missiles. Why is Israel so nervous? Tunnels. Intelligence shows Houthi tunnels running for miles under Yemeni territory, housing weapons factories, drones, and missiles. This isn't just storage. It's manufacturing underground, invisible to satellites. In military doctrine, mobility plus concealment is equal to leverage. Hamas taught that lesson. The Houthis are taking it to graduate school. And while all of this is happening, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is getting humiliated abroad. South Korea saw a massive peace rally. Protesters set up a giant billboard of Netanyahu and threw shoes at it, a classic sign of disrespect in many cultures. Video went viral. In Turkey, President Erdogan called for deterrent sanctions on Israel, $100 billion in damages for Gaza, and even banning Israel from international sports tournaments. These aren't fringe bloggers. These are heads of state, major allies, openly saying, punish Israel. Let's pause. 3 lakh fighters is a staggering number. Even if only half are combat ready, it's still huge. But is it real? Or is it information warfare? Remember, both sides use numbers to scare and to shape narratives. Israel leaks to justify mobilization. Houthis exaggerate to project strength. And social media amplifies everything. And then there's the air war. Iranian and Yemeni outlets claim a Houthi missile nearly down an Israeli F-35 stealth fighter. Israeli media has not fully confirmed, but even a near hit on a US-made stealth jet is a message. We can reach you. That would be the first time a non-state actor threatened the crown jewel of Western air power. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, yes, the same Donald Trump, has floated a 21-point Gaza ceasefire plan. According to leaks, Hamas is almost ready to accept. It promises immediate hostage release, heavy humanitarian aid, and a new governance model for Gaza. If that's true, Gaza might see a pause. But the Houthis, they're not in that deal. Their fight is separate. That's what makes the next months dangerous. One front could cool down while another explodes. And here's a bigger story. At the UN, 77 countries boycotted Netanyahu's speech, but a handful of Muslim-majority states did not. Azerbaijan, UAE, Morocco, Brunei, Bangladesh, Bahrain, Mali. That split. Who walks out, who stays, tells you the Arab world isn't united on Israel anymore. The Houthis are betting on chaos. Israel is betting on alliances. And civilians, they're just trying to survive. So what does this mean for you? Sitting thousands of miles away watching this on YouTube. Because when we talk about the Middle East, we're not just talking about a region. We're talking about oil prices, refugee flows, security policies, and yes, your tax dollars funding weapons. If 300,000 fighters actually storm Israel, it won't just be a war headline. It will be a global economic and security shock. In America, we binge Netflix. In Yemen, kids are building drones in tunnels. In Israel, 18-year-olds are learning to intercept missiles instead of swiping on Tinder. This isn't just geopolitics, it's people's lives. And if leaders keep playing chess with human beings as pawns, guess who gets sacrificed first? If you guys found this breakdown useful, hit like so the algorithm doesn't bury it, share it with a friend who only reads headlines, and if you're new here, subscribe and ring the bell. We do deep dives without the noise, because the world deserves more than hot takes. I'm Ali, this is my channel. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and never underestimate how fast a headline in Yemen can become a crisis at your doorstep. Good night.